Yo, Skip, what's for lunch?
How about egg white omelet?
I love egg white omelets. All right, we're doing breakfast for lunch. Let's get cooking.
I'm a private chef, cook for money, yeah.
Guys, welcome back to What's for Lunch. We're doing breakfast edition. We're joined by the legend, Skip Bayless. Skip, welcome to the kitchen.
Thank you. Quick story. I was actually the black sheep of my extended family because everybody cooked except me. So this is a little surreal for me because I was forced to work in my parents' restaurant. It was just a little hole-in-the-wall barbecue restaurant on the south side of Oklahoma City. And I despised anything cooking, such as what they call preparation work, which involved often green peppers such as these,
Okay.
which I was forced to wash and then take a big old ugly looking butcher knife and chop. There was no machine at this point. And chop and then take it sideways and do this to make it into little green bits to put into the, I think it went to potato salad.
Okay.
And so one fateful day I washed and it was slippery, and as I went with the butcher knife, it went whoosh and slipped right off because I was sort of half-heartedly doing it.
Yep.
And this finger, I just slashed it. Seriously, I looked down and I could see my bone.
Oh my God.
So I walked into my father, who's getting ready to open the restaurant at 11 a.m., and I said, "You did this to me," because he made me work there. And he was like, "Oh God, let's go to the emergency room." So I went and got, I don't know, 8 or 10 stitches, and yet I still eat green peppers, but I've never tried to chop one or watch anybody chop one.
This is the first time.
First time since.
Wow, that is big. Is that the scar? I think I saw the scar on your finger right there.
all the way across.
That's crazy. You know what? Prep work is the worst work in the kitchen. All right, so we're gonna get to the chopping of the pepper. We'll do redemption here. I'm gonna show you the easiest way to do it. With this, we're just gonna hold the knife, thumb and finger here.
Okay.
You don't really need the handle, and then you're gonna take it around this pepper and just kind of follow the natural curve just around the seeds.
Okay.
We're gonna start there. That's step one. And then
Okay.
this, we don't need. And then take the seeds off.
Okay.
You're just gonna keep it, so we're not chopping any fingers this time. Fingers stay tucked in, and you can just roll it like this.
Okay.
It's that easy. And then now we're gonna give Skip the knife, and that
I'm not sure I'm
pepper's
capable.
rolled around
Okay, so
there.
I'm gonna do fingers here.
Yep, perfect.
I'm gonna go sideways.
Perfect. Yep.
wanna
And
be
I keep this
careful.
hand over here just to,
Okay.
perfect.
And then go down
Yep,
through it.
down through it, and kind of just now guide it around that core of that. Boom, perfect. All right, now rotate. Yep, you got it. Look at that. Look at that. How many years has it been since that day? How old were you back then?
I was in 7th grade, so it's a long time ago.
Almost like
God.
what? Over 50 years?
Yeah, it would be over 50 years now.
Wow, and now we're back. Look
And
at
I'm
that.
back
Look
for
at that.
redemption. Okay.
All right, phase 2.
Okay.
Keep that. Now the hands, if you never cut yourself, because this knuckle, see, it's the guide on that, and then you'll just do this kind of slicing motion.
Like you've done this before.
A couple times. Oh, a couple times.
Yeah. Okay.
While you do that, I'm gonna whisk up our egg whites here,
Okay.
and we'll get going. So now, are you a fairly healthy eater?
Yes.
It seems like it, because you're in
Extremely.
immaculate shape.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So what's your diet like? Has it always been strict?
I would say for 30 years I've been what most people would say strict. I have a few faults, but for the most part, I try to stay away from oil, butter, dairy,
Okay.
sugar,
Yep.
fried.
Yep.
Try to stay away from those, and red meat.
Red meat. Okay, no red meat.
No red meat.
Okay. Do you ever have a cheat meal or like something that you
Yeah.
sneak a couple sweets here and there? What's your go-to
On
for that?
Friday night, we each have one slice of pizza.
Okay, one slice. That's got to be the hardest thing, just having one slice, because you want
Yeah, I
that
know.
second or want that third, but
But you can buy it if you go to the right place. You can buy just the slice
Right,
and bring it back, so
right.
you're not tempted by the rest
yeah,
of the pizza.
that's fair. Does your wife cook? Does she like to cook? Or
I think I chose her because she doesn't cook.
Really?
I actually like that because everybody in my family, my mom, my grandmother, obviously my brother, my father, my grandfather, everybody cooked and took great pride in it, and I couldn't compete with that.
Right. So you don't like any oil? No olive oil? No,
I mean, if you have extra virgin.
yeah, I have extra virgin. Well, I actually have Primal Kitchen. This is keto, paleo certified. This is the best of the best. This is avocado oil. This is
All right.
This is the stuff to use. So we're gonna put just a little bit of that in there. And then with the whites, you can do a couple things. So the more you denature the proteins, the more that you scramble these, the fluffier it gets. Okay. So if we wanted to, I could do this for 10 minutes and get super fluffy like a souffle, and you pour that into like the Japanese style of omelets, and it's like thick and jiggly. Okay. It can be a little intense, so we're gonna do like right in between. So a couple egg whites. And are you a 3-meal-a-day guy? Do you like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, three square meals?
I'm more 5 meals a day.
5 meals?
I'm doing small meals.
Okay.
Yeah. We might go out on a Saturday and do this. Mm-hmm. This would be a Saturday staple.
Okay.
But in general, I'm doing versions of white meat turkey and broccoli and rice, brown rice, and beans, some kind of black beans.
Yep.
I'm doing that 2 big times a day, and the rest is supplemented with protein bars and shakes.
You're a turkey guy. Do you like a Thanksgiving meal? What's is that it?
I guess it's
most people don't like turkey, but
it gets about old hat by Thanksgiving since I eat it twice a day. Every day.
Right. It's not as exciting. It's not a one. Most people, it's a once a year occurrence. And then I love a little fresh basil. Do you want some fresh basil in there?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. We'll do a little fresh, little black pepper.
Okay.
And we're gonna let that finish cooking, and then we'll give that a flip, and we'll be good. Back in the day, before you were on the more of this diet, what was like a typical your favorite meal? If were you eating red meat? Did you like big steakhouses back then, or what was that kind of like?
I had no rules and no scruples
for
a long time. And back in my marathon days, I ran 10 marathons.
Wow, 10 marathons?
I had no eating rules, so I would pig out because I thought, well, I ran whatever in training, sometimes 20 miles a day to get ready for a marathon, and I think, well, I can eat anything. And the truth is, you can't. that there's no amount of running that you can do to defeat total pig out, because you just can't overcome the amount of fat and calories that you're intaking. Mexican food was always my downfall, but it was my Valhalla. I would have run so far, I thought I can get away with that. And I was actually in worse shape in my marathon days than I am now because of the intake of the diet.
Wow, I would see. Well, a lot of people are going to be disappointed to hear that you can't overcome the. I used to think too, if the more I work out, I can just eat anything. That's been my mentality. But you heard it here first from Skip. You can't
defeat it. Hit me between the eyes at 30 that you only get one body, right? You're not going to get another one. Right. You can try to fix it, and you can try to replace this and that, but in the end, you really just get one.
That's some great life advice right there. I mean, it is true.
That's just me.
If you want to look like Skip, as good as he looks at your age is incredible. How old are you now?
72.
That's amazing. Well, there you go. That's in the blueprint right there. Start eating how you want to look and how you want to feel. So at a certain point, 30. So I got 2 more years, but everyone out there, at 30, you got to start really thinking about what you put in your body, because if you want to look great, take it from Skip. Skip,
thank you.
On that note, let's try this thing. How about that?
Let's try it. There we go. I like the basil. I can taste the basil. It's very good.
That was fun, and we got a lot of great insight, and you got redemption on the green pepper, so.
I defeated them.
Defeated it.
They will never get me again.
Love to hear it. Skip,
way to go.
You're the man.
Thank you, Chef
Thank you very
Donny.
much. Guys,
Thank
we'll see you next time.